Oh my God.
Oh, dude, you're like a little superhero, man!
Oh my God.
Hello, everyone. Happy 4th of July weekend. Welcome to the inaugural American Sunday Live with me, American Alex Cardinale. Welcome to the inaugural 4th of July weekend edition of Saturday Live. This year taking place on Sunday. I have an action-packed show coming your way tonight. Chef Alex is going to give you a Fruity Pebbles Cheesecake recipe, which is perfect for your barbecues this weekend and this Tuesday. For the first time ever, Aqua Alex is going to have 3 fish species to discuss. All 3 are native to the United States of America. Aqua Alex will talk about the Texas Cichlid, the Bowfin, and the Bullhead catfish. Detective Alex Cardinale is going to break down a July 4th, 2022 mass shooting that was done by Robert Crimo. WWE fan Alex Cardinale is here to break down Money in the Bank from last night. And American Alex Cardinale is going to give out 4th of July barbecue tips, firework tips, and much more. And of course, good old Sergeant Slaughter is here to help us celebrate America's birthday by giving out 4th of July facts. Plus, I've got 9 funny videos, Karens of the week, and we'll find out who is going to get pranked this week here on American Sunday Live with American Alex Cardinale. So, do you have cooking or baking questions you'd like Chef Alex to answer? Do you need Chef Alex's help for your 4th of July barbecue? Post your questions in the comments, and later on in the show, Chef Alex will answer your questions. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this action-packed American Saturday Live started right now. And we're going to start with our first segment, American Alex Asks You.
Happy 4th of July weekend, everyone! American Alex Cardinale has some questions he'd like for you to answer. Simply post your answers in the comments below, and I'll go over your answers later. Here are the questions. Q1. What do you do to celebrate 4th of July? Q2. Are you going to see fireworks? Q3. What are you doing for the 4th of July this year?
That's right. Those are the questions you can answer in the comments. What do you do to celebrate 4th of July? Are you going to see fireworks? And what are you doing for the 4th of July this year? Post your answers in the comments, and later on in the show, I'm going to go over your answers. So today I had an interview at a brand new Pet Supplies Plus that opened up in my area in Boynton Beach, Florida. And hopefully I end up getting this position because working at a pet store has always been a dream of mine. As you guys know, I am really huge into aquariums and tropical fish. And I figured if I worked at a fish store or pet store, it would be a win-win for me. So today I had an interview at Pet Supplies Plus, and I told them I'm an aquarium hobbyist. I like tropical fish, and I'd be a great employee here. So we'll see if I get hired. They told me they'll contact me in a couple of weeks to let me know. So I figured that'd be a great way to get our show started. Right now, we're going to talk about 4th of July because we are celebrating America's birthday today. The first topic I'm going to talk about is what am I doing for 4th of July? What is American Alex Cardinale doing for 4th of July? Well, for 4th of July this year, I am going to be cooking. I always cook all the 4th of July barbecues. So this year is no different. I am going to be preparing the 4th of July barbecue. I'm going to make ribeye steaks. I'm going to make barbecue chicken, maybe some teriyaki salmon and ribs, and of course, tortellini salad. And my mom will cook whatever she wants, the rest of the stuff. And I'm also going to be making desserts for the barbecue. I'm going to make my famous Boston cream cake, which you can see on the 50th episode of Saturday Live. And I'm also making my Fruity Pebble Cheesecake, which I'm going to tell you how to do later on in the show. I'm also going to go see some fireworks. I haven't gone to see fireworks in quite a long time. So it's going to be nice to be able to get out and enjoy my 4th of July and watch some fireworks. And I'm probably going to film the fireworks as well. So that is what American Alex Cardinale is doing for the 4th of July. All right, now we're going to talk about my 4th of July barbecue tips. Because I know all of us Americans are going to have a barbecue on Tuesday or even tomorrow. We're all going to have a barbecue to celebrate the 4th of July. So here are my 4th of July barbecue tips. My first tip is about your grill. Check your grill. Make sure that it is clean and plugged in correctly. Make sure that you have checked all hoses and connections and that you have enough fuel for cooking your 4th of July feast. There's nothing worse than preparing for a 4th of July barbecue and your grill runs out of fuel. So make sure you have enough fuel for your 4th of July barbecue. Also make sure your grill is clean so that it cooks evenly and there's no disgusting aftertaste. As a matter of fact, tomorrow I'm going to be cleaning our grill to make sure that it is clean. Now, this next tip I'm going to give you for your grill is very important. Keep the grill away from your house or anything that could catch fire. because it would be a disaster to have your house catch fire on the 4th of July from a grill. Also, do not let children or pets near the grill because they can get seriously injured. Also, keep cooking utensils in an aluminum pan so that they don't get too hot to the touch. I have been burned a couple of times when I've put tongs and cooking utensils on the grill side. It gets really hot, so my advice is to use an aluminum pan so that you don't burn your fingertips or the base of your hand. Also, have aluminum pans or cookie sheets ready for food so that you can place your cooked hamburgers, your cooked hot dogs, your cooked steak, or your cooked barbecue chicken on them. And that way you can serve it on that aluminum pan or cookie sheet. Now, please remember to practice grill safety at your 4th of July party. Never leave a lit grill unattended, and keep a fire prevention kit, a hose, baking soda, fire extinguisher handy just in case. Be very careful with cooking spray with a lit grill. Now, a number of weeks ago here on my YouTube channel, we talked about cooking spray explosions. Well, cooking spray can explode when it's near fire or flames. So it's very important that we understand the risk cooking spray has with grills. So if you're going to use cooking spray on a grill, make sure the heat is off. Spray the grill first and then turn on the flames so that the cooking spray or the pan doesn't explode on you, because that is very painful. All right, so those are my tips for starting the grill. Now we're going to talk about food options for your 4th of July barbecue. Now for meat, you can have chicken, you can have pork or beef ribs, you can have steak. Good steak on the grill would be something like a ribeye or a T-bone steak or a porterhouse steak. So ribeye, T-bones, and porterhouse steaks are great on the grill. You can do hamburgers and hot dogs. You can even do seafood. Shrimp, salmon, and tuna is great on the grill. Now for salads, you could do the classic potato and pasta salad. But one of my favorite salads to make for the 4th of July is a tortellini salad. And then, of course, desserts. You could do a Jell-O for the 4th of July, or you could do cupcakes, brownies, or a Fruity Pebbles Cheesecake, or a Boston cream cake like I'm doing. And for drinks, you can do alcoholic beverages. You could do Coke. You could do Pepsi. Mountain Dew now has Baja Blast, which is what I'm drinking tonight here on American Sunday Live. They've got a Caribbean flavor, which is really good. And they've also got a passion fruit punch, which is really good as well. So those are some food options for your 4th of July barbecue. Now let's go over some food safety tips. One of the first things that we need to consider with food safety is that food can be contaminated quickly and cause food poisoning. So here are some tips to avoid cross-contamination and food poisoning. Defrost safely. Thaw frozen beef, poultry, or seafood safely in the refrigerator, cold water, or a microwave oven. Cook immediately after thawing. Avoid cross-contamination. Separate raw meat and vegetables by using different cutting boards. Check internal temperatures. Cook food to a safe minimum internal temperature by using a food thermometer. Whole cuts of meat, which include roast, would be a 145 Fahrenheit cooking temperature with a 3-minute rest time. Seafood is 145 degrees Fahrenheit. Ground meats is 160 degrees Fahrenheit. And poultry is 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Thoroughly cooked frozen meat. Although frozen products may appear to be pre-cooked or browned, treat them as raw food and cook thoroughly. Products labeled as cook and serve, ready to cook, and oven ready must be cooked. Be aware of the danger zone. Bacteria multiply rapidly between 40 degrees Fahrenheit and 140 degrees Fahrenheit, aka the danger zone. USDA recommends that perishable food be consumed or refrigerated within 2 hours, 1 hour in room or outdoor temperatures of 90 degrees Fahrenheit and above. Store leftovers properly. Divide leftovers into smaller portions and place them in shallow containers in your refrigerator or cooler. Keep it cool. Pack coolers with ice bags, gel packs, or frozen water bottles. Use an appliance thermometer to monitor that food stays chilled at 40 degrees Fahrenheit or below. So those are tips for hosting your 4th of July barbecue, and those are all tips for your food. Now let me give you some tips for entertainment for the 4th of July. I really recommend red, white, and blue decor, silverware, and plates, because after all, we are celebrating our independence and the birth of America. Now, for entertainment, you can play music. Songs such as Born in the USA, American Women, and American Boy would be perfect for a 4th of July barbecue. You could also watch fireworks or do fireworks in your backyard if you're not in an HOA gated community. You can watch movies and you can watch Major League Baseball. That is a 4th of July classic. And those are my tips for a 4th of July barbecue. I hope you all have an amazing 4th of July barbecue this year. All right, well, I, American Alex Cardinale, have a couple surprises for you all throughout the show. Right now, I've got 3 surprise recipes that you can add to your 4th of July barbecue. These recipes are really delicious, and I think you're going to love them. So my first surprise recipe is a tortellini salad. So for this, you are going to need a bag of frozen tortellini. You're also going to need a can of black olives diced. You're going to need about a half cup of a good Italian dressing. You're going to need about 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, some Parmesan cheese, about a half cup of Parmesan cheese, some sun-dried tomatoes. Cook your tortellinis to package directions. Drain and rinse with cold water. Put in a large mixing bowl and then toss with the salad dressing, mayo, veggies, and cheese. Mix well, then cover and place into the fridge until dinner or lunchtime. It is a great accompaniment for entrees and meats and stuff, and I think you're going to like it. So my next surprise recipe is a teriyaki salmon. I love salmon. So for this, you're going to need some salmon fillets, and you're going to need some teriyaki sauce. I like to use the Sweet Baby Ray's teriyaki marinade. So what I do is I take a aluminum pan, one of those hotel pans, and I put the salmon in there. Then I pour the marinade over the salmon, and I flip the salmon over to make sure that Both sides gets marinated with that teriyaki marinade. Then I cover it with a sheet of foil, and I place the teriyaki salmon in the fridge to marinate overnight. And then I put it in the fridge to marinate overnight, like I said. And then the day I'm ready to cook it on the grill, I heat the grill up and I cook the salmon about 5 minutes per side. And you've got a perfect teriyaki salmon. And finally, my last surprise recipe is for a delicious barbecue chicken. I love barbecue chicken. Now, my secret to a great, delicious barbecue chicken on a 4th of July picnic or barbecue or any barbecue anytime during the year is to use boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Yes, that's right. You heard me right. Boneless, skinless chicken thighs make the best barbecue chicken. And then, of course, you'll use your favorite barbecue sauce. So that is my surprise recipes for today's show. There are going to be a couple of other surprises, red velvet surprises, scattered throughout the show. All right, right now we are going to welcome Aqua Alex to the show. And Aqua Alex is going to talk about 3 different fish species. All of these fish species are native to the United States of America. All right, so the first fish species I'm going to talk about that is native to America is the Texas cichlid. The Texas cichlid is the only cichlid species that is native to the United States of America. Before I talk about the Texas cichlid, let's see how gorgeous the Texas cichlid is. Here is a video of Texas cichlid. So that is how gorgeous Texas cichlids are. Now, the Texas cichlid is also known as the Rio Grande cichlid. It is a freshwater fish of the cichlid family and the only cichlid species that is native to the United States of America. It is found in the lower Rio Grande drainage in Texas near Brownsville in northeastern Mexico. The Texas cichlid can grow to 13 inches in length, and the Texas cichlid is commonly found in the aquarium trade and has become relatively popular in the 1980s with cichlid enthusiasts because of its iridescent blue and green markings. Now, it has been several years since I have kept a Texas cichlid, but I do have plans maybe in the future of keeping them again. A really beautiful cichlid that is native to the United States of America. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our first red velvet surprise. Red velvet is an embodiment of America. Red and white are 2 of the 3 American colors.
Brandmark USA's 4th of July sale is going on now. 6% rentals and electric range is now only $899.98. Or Cichlid Samsung 3.1
and you get the freshest kicks ASAP.
I got this.
Get the best price with 2 lines of unlimited when you switch to Xfinity Mobile.
All right, yes, I got to try Crumble's Red Velvet Cupcake Cookie. And boy, let me tell you, it was very, very, very delicious. I really enjoyed Crumble's Red Velvet Cookie. It was really, really good. I've been waiting a long time to try Crumble's Red Velvet Cupcake Cookie, and it was worth the wait. All right, right now we're going to welcome the embodiment of American freedom. we're going to welcome Sergeant Slaughter to the show. And Sarge is here with some facts on the history of 4th of July and more. Sergeant Slaughter, take it away.
But like nobody else in the military world today, I have no boundaries. I have integrity, and I'm someone they can look up to and respect. What these maggots need is a leader, and I will be their new leader. And all you maggots out there, listen up.
Listen up and listen, good maggots. Pay attention. This is Sergeant Slaughter and I'm here to give you facts on the 4th of July since it is 4th of July weekend. We celebrate America's birthday and our independence. I've got one thing to say. Respect America or I'll find you and lock you in the Cobra Clutch. Alright, listen up maggots, it's time for my facts. Listen good and clear. The Continental Congress voted for independence on July 2, 1776. Despite John Adams wanting the holiday to be celebrated on July 2, that's not the day we celebrate our nation's independence. We celebrate on July 4 since it was the day the Declaration of Independence was formally adopted. President Zachary Taylor died in 1850 after eating spoiled fruit following 4th of July speeches. Taylor was a military leader before serving briefly as president from 1849 to 1850. Following his death, Vice President Millard Fillmore became president. In 1781, Massachusetts became the first state to declare the 4th of July an official state holiday. Despite its early adoption as a state holiday, July 4th wasn't declared a federal holiday until 1941. The Liberty Bell in Philadelphia is tapped 13 times every July 4th in honor of the original 13 colonies. The Liberty Bell explicitly states its purpose with an inscription that reads, "Proclaim liberty throughout all the land unto all the inhabitants thereof." As a result, it has stood as a symbol of freedom for groups championing civil rights. John Adams and Thomas Jefferson both died on July 4, 1826. This is one of the most ironic 4th of July facts. These two famous signers of the Declaration of Independence both died on its 50th anniversary. James Monroe, the 5th U.S. President, would later die on July 4, 1831. Calvin Coolidge is the only president that was born on the 4th of July. Coolidge served as governor of Massachusetts and vice president before being elected president in 1923. Americans spend more than $1 billion on fireworks annually. Though large, that number includes both personal and public purchases. The Star-Spangled Banner became the United States national anthem in 1931. The ballad was written by Francis Scott Key on September 14, 1814. Bristol, Rhode Island, was home to the first 4th of July parade in 1785. Today, Bristol hosts an annual celebration that begins on Flag Day and commences with a parade on July 4. Coney Island, New York, hosts a famous, televised hot dog eating contest every year on July 4. Multiple-time champion Joey Chestnut holds the hot dog eating record at 76 hot dogs in just 10 minutes. George Washington celebrated the July 4th holiday by giving his soldiers a double ration of rum. Soldiers often went days without food despite supposed daily rations. Guidelines for flag etiquette, including rules for the 4th of July, can be found in the U.S. Flag Code. If you're looking for 4th of July facts about flag etiquette, here's one to share. Congress passed a joint resolution on June 22, 1942, to establish the U.S. Flag Code. There are more than 314 million people living in the United States today, but there were just 2.5 million in 1776. Each year, the Census Bureau uses information on births, deaths, and migration to calculate the U.S. population. Hospitals have an influx of patients each July 4th as a result of fireworks-related mishaps. Close to 16,000 people were hospitalized with fireworks-related injuries in 2020. Anyone planning to use fireworks at home should be sure to learn proper safety protocol beforehand. That's all the facts I have for you this week, maggots. Happy 4th of July and stay safe. Remember, it's time to celebrate our independence. Next week, I'll be stepping back in the ring to discuss facts on Snickers. I'm going to kick Hulk Hogan's ass and win the championship back. Hey, Sergeant Slaughter, it's not the 80s anymore. You're not you when you're hungry. Here, have a Snickers.
You are dismissed. And that's an order.
Thank you, Sergeant Slaughter, for those great facts on the 4th of July. And yes, that's right, fireworks are a huge part of our celebration on the 4th of July. And right now, we are going to talk about fireworks, but more specifically, we're going to talk about safety tips when it comes to dealing with fireworks. So let's learn about firework safety tips. Young adults aged 20 to 24 had the highest estimated rate of emergency department treated firework injuries in 2021. In 2021, there were an estimated 1,500 emergency department treated injuries associated with firecrackers and 1,100 involving sparklers. In 2021, the parts of the body most often injured by fireworks were hands and fingers. An estimated 31% of injuries, along with head, face, and ears. An estimated 21%. Never allow young children to play with or ignite fireworks, including sparklers. Sparklers burn at temperatures of about 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, which is hot enough to melt some metals. Keep a bucket of water or a garden hose handy in case of fire or other mishap. Light fireworks one at a time, then move quickly away from the fireworks device. Never try to relight or handle malfunctioning fireworks. Soak them with water and throw them away. Never place any part of your body directly over a fireworks device when lighting the fuse. Move to a safe distance immediately after lighting fireworks. Never point or throw fireworks, including sparklers, at anyone. After fireworks complete their burning, to prevent a trash fire, douse the spent device with plenty of water from a bucket or hose before discarding the device. Make sure fireworks are legal in your area and only purchase and set off fireworks that are labeled for consumer, not professional use. Never use fireworks while impaired by alcohol or drugs. Enjoy the fireworks this 4th of July and stay safe, everybody. All right, it's time to play some pranks on people. It's time for trolling with Alex Cardinale. And who is going to get trolled this week? Oh, it's time to see who exactly is getting trolled this week. And since it is America's birthday, I think it is only fair to prank our president.
This is the United States government. We have to make an announcement that we never thought we would. Our leader in charge, President Joe Biden, was found sniffing a young child and playing with himself. Joe Biden then acted delusional when he was caught. Due to the public embarrassment of potentially being known as a pedophile president, Joe Biden has decided to retire into a nursing home located next to an elementary and middle school. Fox News reports that Mr. Biden is giving up his leadership as president because it's too much responsibility, and quite frankly, he knew that Kamala Harris was just his vice president because she knew he was old and that he'd likely die for her to become the first black woman president. However, unfortunately for Kamala, Joe Biden has also fired Kamala from the vice president position, claiming that she isn't smart enough to run America and also that she eats too much watermelon for his liking. Now back to being president and vice president is Donald Trump and Mike Pence. As part of an agreement between Joe Biden and Donald Trump, Donald will provide Joe Biden some extra thick hamsters in exchange for Donald Trump being president again until the election of 2024. I'm Alex Cardinale and I approve this message.
That was a funny prank that I did on Joe Biden.
Jesus loves you. Jesus loves me.
Pedophile.
Right now. Right now. Right now. And if you don't want this video,
He says, promise me you won't tell. He said, promise me you won't tell. He said, just promise me you won't tell. If I take you to the hotel. He says, promise me you won't tell.
Don't ever disrespect me looking like a child predator who flew to the Philippines to be with kids. You heard? I'm Alex Cardinale and I approve this message. We'll have to find out who gets pranked next week. Next week we'll have some more trolling with Alex Cardinale videos and some more funny pranks for you. All right, it's time to go bowling. This week, I bowled much better than last week.
Oh my God.
All right, so before I show you how I did, let's remember that coming into this past Thursday, my average was 104. So let's see how I did all 3 games. Great try, Alex. Thank you. All right, so this past Thursday, I bowled a lot better than I did last Thursday. So this past Thursday, I was able to beat my average 2 out of 3 games. Remember, my average heading into this Thursday was 104. So in game 1, I got under my average at 94. I did not have any strikes in game 1, but I had 2 spares in game 1. In game 2, I had 114 pins, so I beat my average by 10. I got 1 spare and 3 strikes. And in game 3, I got a 132, which is perfect. That was a wonderful score. And I had 4 strikes and 2 spares. So this week I got my share of strikes. And last week I had no strikes, but this week I had my awesome share, so that makes me happy. So the total pins this week I got was 340, 340 pins. And I had 7 strikes and 3 spares. Bravo, I did great this past Thursday. I can't wait to see how I do next Thursday. I love bowling. It is a great American sport. So I'll see how I do next week. All right, it's time to talk about my favorite Major League Baseball team, and that is the New York Yankees.
X gon' give it to you. Wait for you to get it on your own. X gon' deliver to you. Knock, knock, open up the door, spread out. The non-stop pop-up, stay on still. No part getting busy with it. But I got such a good heart that I think the most done with it. Yeah, damn right, and I'll do it again. Yeah, I am Alex, and I got to win it.
This is 161st Street, Yankee Stadium.
All right, so let's see how the New York Yankees did this past week. So last Sunday, the Yankees beat the Rangers 5-3. The Yankees had last Monday off. This past Tuesday, the A's beat the Yankees. This past Wednesday, the Yankees destroyed the A's 11-0. And Domingo Germán had a perfect game. Yes, that's right. This past Wednesday, June 28th, Yankees starting pitcher Domingo Germán had not only a no-hitter, but he had a perfect game. That is awesome. Congratulations to Domingo Germán. This past Thursday, the Yankees beat the A's 10-4. And then on Friday, their game got postponed against the Cardinals. So on Saturday, yesterday, the Yankees and Cardinals played a doubleheader. In game 1, the Cardinals destroyed my Yankees 11-4. But in game 2, the Yankees got back a win as the Yankees beat the Cardinals 6-2. And then today, unfortunately, the Cardinals beat the Yankees 5-1. Boo! But congratulations to my friend Jeremy Stellhorn, Brody, and Becky. Their Cardinals got the series victory against my New York Yankees. Well, this coming week, Monday, July 3rd through Thursday, July 6th, the Yankees will host the Baltimore Orioles. And then next weekend, Friday, July 7th through Sunday, July 9th, the Yankees will host the Chicago Cubs at Yankee Stadium. I cannot wait until next week's series between the Cubs, because although the Yankees are my all-time favorite MLB team, the Cubs are my favorite National League team. Hey guys, time flies by. Can you believe next week is the official end of the first half of the Major League Baseball 2023 season because we're getting ready for the MLB All-Star Game and Home Run Derby. Next week, as I recap the New York Yankees week, I will also recap the first half of the Major League Baseball 2023 season, and I will also discuss the MLB All-Star Game roster next Saturday on Saturday Live with American Alex Cardinale. So all I've got left to say is go New York Yankees. Go Yankees. Well, earlier in the show, I showed you a red velvet cupcake cookie from Crumble. Now, red velvet is a perfect dessert for 4th of July because it's got 2 of the 3 American colors, red and white. Well, what else is synonymous with America? Donuts, and especially Krispy Kreme donuts. So when Krispy Kreme announced that they were bringing back a red velvet donut for the 4th of July, you know I had to try it. So the red velvet donut from Krispy Kreme's is very, very, very good. I like it. It's very good. It's just a little bit overpowering with the sugar in the cream cheese frosting. Maybe I would add a little bit less sugar. But overall, it is a very good donut, and I enjoyed it. And I definitely would get it again. I probably would like it without the cream cheese frosting even more, but it is really, really good. All right. Are you ready to see some people going berserk? Are you ready to see some crazy Americans acting up? It's time for Karens of the Week, and I've got 7 Karens to spotlight.
It's time for Karens of the Week. What women are going off the hinges this week? Let's find out. What is a Karen? Karen is a slang term used as an antagonistic female character in memes. Karen is generally characterized as an irritating, entitled woman, sometimes as an ex-wife who took custody of the kids. In 2020, the term was broadly applied to a swath of white women who had been filmed harassing people of color, including dialing the emergency services on them for no criminal reason.
All right, so let's get into our Karens of the Week. Here is the first Karen of the week, a blonde woman who is harassing a chubby guy. I wouldn't say this guy is fat or or obese or anything. He's a little chubby, but she was a bully. Check it out.
Next. What can I get you?
I'll have the double cheeseburger.
Oh my God, you should see the man in front of me.
French fries. And I'll try one of those spicy chicken sandwiches. I haven't had that before.
I mean, he's more whale than man, so you catch my drift.
And a Coke, please.
Is that everything?
Oh, do you still have those little mac and cheese pots? I know they're seasonal, but do you still sell those?
Let me go check for you. I'll be right back.
Oh, and he's just ordered the entire menu. Thanks for leaving some for the rest of us. That's great. I wasn't even hungry.
Dad, why did you have to do that?
What? I ordered that for you. You love their mac and cheese.
I'm just gonna call you right back. Hi, excuse me. Hi. Hello? Yeah, you're holding up the entire line? I don't know if you know that. Oh, because most of us just don't have time to sit around in a diner and stuff our faces with gristle and fat and wait for our heart attacks.
I'm sure he'll be right back.
I wasn't talking to him. I was talking to you. Hello? Hi, are you ignoring me? Oh, okay. Yeah, you're ignoring me now. Okay, that's fine. You're fat and rude. Beautiful combination. Killer.
Please, I'm just trying to have a nice lunch with my daughter, okay?
I'm I'm sorry, did you just say she's your daughter? So someone wanted to have a child with you. Oh my God, that's so disgusting. Oh, she's adopted. Yes, that makes more sense. Oh, hey kid, I wouldn't bother because Orson Swells over here has just ordered the entire restaurant, so.
So we do have some of the mac and cheese left. We're working on your order now.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Gotta fill the trough, I guess, huh? Yeah.
Oh, your food's ready.
Great.
Can you get the forklift?
Your mac and cheese and your drink.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sure.
My God, that blonde woman was such a bitch. I would punch her in the face if she ever did that to me. Kind of reminds me of a blonde bimbo I used to know, all mouth. Anyway, it's time for our next Karen of the week. Let's check it out.
Hello, is he gonna say something back? Anything else for you, baby? Got it. Okay, no. Why is this messed up like this? You got all that on there? Yeah, I ain't realized it's short. Hey, baby. Yeah, we got a suicide. Here. They came off for a bus.
You know, that video that I just played is sad. And it's not sad about the people that were in the video. It's sad that those people have a job. I don't know why they would be working so high that they can't even stay awake, when there are plenty of people who actually want to work and they need to work to make a living. Those people are just working to support their drug habit and to get more crack. I wonder if those two people, those two ladies, are even alive to this day. Who knows? Very, very sick.
Yeah.
You're literally funny. You're literally funny. You want to know why?
Why? What'd you just do? You just canceled the ride.
No, I didn't.
Why did you do that?
Because I didn't do nothing. That's why.
And you just took off your seatbelt.
Because I wanted to, because I can. Thank you very much.
You're trying to get a free ride. You know what? Are you trying to get a free ride out of me?
No, just take me home, please. Thank
You know where I'm going to take you? To the police station. There's one right around the corner. That's where you belong.
Why would you take me to the police station?
Because you're trying to scam me for a free ride.
No one's trying to scam you.
You are. You just canceled the ride in the middle of the ride.
To the police station.
We literally, this is like a $30 ride. Like, I was going to pay my grocery bills with this.
Bruh, you cannot take me to the police station. Please just take me home. It's literally around the corner.
I'm dropping you off at the police station. It's right up here. It's right up here.
No, you don't need to do that. Thank you. And my house is over there, so keep going straight.
Wow. So I'd like to know what kind of groceries he gets if he only spends $30 on groceries, especially in this economy. What kind of groceries are you getting for $30? Maybe at the dollar store. That's funny. Well, the next Karen video I have for you is Peppa the Pig going wild at Walmart. Check it out.
Sure, block all that room, bro.
Get the fuck out of here. Block
all this room. To back up because we was in your way. Get out of here. That's the employee, bro.
I wouldn't give a fuck, bro. Oh, now you want to be black, bro?
This has nothing to do with race.
Bro.
Has nothing to do with race.
Bro. That's ridiculous.
With the haircut, I don't know.
You look like a pussy.
You okay? Good.
Yeah, I'm good, babe. Thank you.
Make sure you.
Motherfuckers keep forgetting that we not back in the 20s.
This has nothing to do with your race, ma'am.
It has everything to do with it.
It has nothing to do with your race.
Now you want me to be your man. Now you want to tone it down because now you see I got a black man standing
It
with
has
me.
nothing to do with
You so full
that.
of shit, you pussy ass.
Wow, Peppa the Pig was quick to pull out the race card, wasn't she? Let's see the next Karen.
This Karen is demanding a permit for selling ice cream from a black woman, even though she has no right to do so.
Hello, hi. There's a white lady. She's not letting me. Thank you.
There should be a charge for every dumb bitch.
I'm sorry. Don't, yeah, they coming. Don't, yeah, they coming.
Oh, they coming?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Miss Ice Cream Truck Driver.
Yeah, she's still here. She's right here.
Yeah. Over here, do you even have a business license? Do you have a
sorry?
seller's permit? Do you have a seller's permit to be selling ice
I'm
cream?
talking to you. That's her talking.
Do you have a seller's
I'm by my
permit?
vehicle. She's by me.
Do you have a seller's permit?
It don't matter.
Oh, wait, it don't matter. Oh, it don't matter because I'm black.
They go to
it
police
don't
right
matter.
there. Oh, they go to police right there. Thank you.
Thank God they know.
Yes,
me.
I see the police officer. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. Okay.
Well, this next Karen video I can watch over and over and over again because this Karen gets exactly what she deserved, and it's something that I personally would do. Well, I actually did it way back when I was a young child, but check this out.
You so rude.
What?
You just walked past me. I was going to do it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Obviously, that's so rude. It's two of them open though.
Oh, thank you.
Don't talk me crazy. Yeah, don't talk me crazy. I don't know you. Don't talk me crazy.
The thing is, it don't even matter. You don't even know me, and I don't even know you. What's the problem? Ain't nobody scared of you. Nowhere. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! I cannot believe you! Oh my God! I cannot believe you. Where's my baby at? Come here. Come on, let's go. Okay. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh, you really do that? Are you okay, man? I am okay. Don't worry about it. Come on, Savannah. Let's go. Oh my God.
I have to give credit to that young man for doing that. That was funny. He shut her up quickly. I did that to one of my babysitters once, although it was at my house. Anyway, here is the final Karen video for this week.
You're right.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
This is a disabled parking bay.
Okay, yeah, well done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you-
You're right.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
This is a disabled parking bay.
Okay, yeah, well done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you got a disabled badge?
Well, yeah, I do. It's at the front. Okay, yeah. Anything else?
I'm sorry. Is that a fake badge?
No, it's not a fake badge.
You don't look like you're disabled to me.
Okay, and what's that supposed to mean?
This is a disabled parking place, and
Yeah.
I would like to park my car
Yeah.
here.
Okay,
I
hold
have
on,
a
yeah.
disability.
Have you just not seen my disabled parking badge?
Yes, but I'm sorry. I have to show my disability, but it's there. Show me the badge.
You see right there.
No, you show it to me.
No.
Take it out and show it to
No,
me.
I didn't
now.
I didn't know why.
Now. What's
Park
your
it.
disability? Prove it.
It's none of your business.
Prove it to me.
The disabled badge right there. That's all you need to see.
Right, I'm going to take that out. Right.
What do you mean you take that out?
Take that badge.
Excuse me. I'm gonna close the window.
Oh, God.
Wow, crazy, crazy Karens this week. All right, Chef Alex will be here in just a second to give out his delicious Fruity Pebble Cheesecake recipe. But before Chef Alex comes on, let's take a look back at the questions that American Alex is asking you. So you can post your answers to American Alex questions in the comments. So if you're just tuning in now, here are the questions American Alex is asking you.
Happy 4th of July weekend, everyone. American Alex Cardinale has some questions he'd like for you to answer. Simply post your answers in the comments below, and I'll go over your answers later. Here are the questions. Q1. What do you do to celebrate 4th of July? Q2. Are you going to see fireworks? Q3. What are you doing for the 4th of July this year?
All right, so be sure to post your answers in the comments, and later on in the show, we'll go over your answers and I'll give you my answers. Right now, it's time to welcome Chef Alex to the show. All right, so I'm Chef Alex, and I'm here to give out my delicious recipe for this year's 4th of July Saturday Live. So today, I'm giving out a Fruity Pebble Cheesecake recipe. I was going to get in the kitchen and show you how to do it, but I was short on time this weekend. As you know, 4th of July is really busy for my family, so I didn't have time to do it. But this recipe is pretty self-explanatory and really simple to make. I don't think you're going to have a hard time making it at all in your kitchen. It takes very easy ingredients and it's very simple. So all you're going to need for your Fruity Pebble no-bake cheesecake is a prepared graham cracker pie crust, which you can buy already prepared at your grocery store, or you can make your own. You're going to need 8 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese softened. You're going to need a container of Cool Whip. You're going to need a cup of powdered sugar and a box of Fruity Pebbles. Now, you could also use the Berry Pebbles, the red and blue ones. That's perfect for the 4th of July. So you're going to grab your KitchenAid stand mixer. You're going to add your cream cheese and powdered sugar and mix until combined. Then you are going to add your Cool Whip and mix until well combined. And then you'll add your bag of Fruity Pebbles and fold in. And then you'll place that into your prepared graham cracker pie crust. You could use an 8-inch pie crust or a 10-inch pie crust. If you do an 8-inch pie crust, you might need to get an extra one, but a 10-inch one will fully fit. Then you're going to cover that and place it in the fridge for about 2 to 3 hours, and then it'll be ready to serve. It is absolutely delicious. I highly recommend that you try this recipe. Now, you could also use other cereals as well. You could do Trix. A Trix cheesecake would be good as well. And remember, Trix are just not for kids. They're for everybody. You could also do a Lucky Charms cereal and even a Cocoa Pebbles cheesecake recipe. So I'm going to make this for my 4th of July barbecue on Tuesday, and I'm sure you're going to like it as well. So definitely give this recipe a try and let me know how it comes out. All right, it's time to welcome Aqua Alex back to the show for his second fish of the weekend. And right now we are going to talk about the bowfin. The bowfin is a prehistoric fish from the United States of America. It is native to America, and it resembles the northern snakehead. Now, in Florida, a lot of people confuse the bowfin and the northern snakehead because they look alike. Well, here is a video of a bowfin in an aquarium before we start talking about the bowfin. Wow, the bowfin is definitely an odd but cool looking fish. Now, the bowfin is a bony fish native to North America and the United States. Common names include mudfish, mudpike, dogfish, grinnell, swamp trout, and more. The bowfin is often considered a primitive fish because they have retained some morphological characteristics of their earlier ancestors. The closest living relatives of bowfins are gar, and gar are also native to the United States. Bowfin's range is restricted to freshwater environments in North America, including much of the eastern United States and adjacent southern Canada from the St. Lawrence River and Lake Champlain drainage of southern Ontario and Quebec, westward around the Great Lakes in southern Ontario into Minnesota. Bowfin are stalking ambush predators that customarily move into the shallows at night to prey on fish and aquatic inverts such as crawfish, mollusks, and aquatic insects. Young bowfin feed mostly on small crustaceans, while adults are mostly fishivorous, which means they'll eat fish, but they're also known to be opportunistic. Bowfin are remarkably agile, can move quickly through the water, and they have a ferocious appetite. And that is information on the bowfin. Later on in the show, we'll talk about our third and final fish of the weekend, which is the bullhead catfish. All right, right now we're going to welcome Detective Alex Cardinale to the show. And Detective Alex Cardinale is going to talk about a 4th of July 2022 mass shooting. You know, for some odd reason, mass shootings continue to happen on American holidays. We've had a mass shooting on Memorial Day. We've had a mass shooting this weekend. But last year, we had a horrific mass shooting that took place in Highland Park in Illinois. Here is information on that horrific shooting. On July 4th, 2022, a mass shooting occurred during an Independence Day parade in Highland Park, Illinois, United States. The shooting occurred at 10:14 a.m. Central Time, roughly 15 minutes after the parade had started. 7 people were killed and 48 others were wounded by bullets or shrapnel. Authorities apprehended 21-year-old Robert Eugene Crimo more than 8 hours after the shooting and charged him the next day with 7 counts of first-degree murder. On July 27th, the charges were upgraded to 21 counts of first-degree murder, 48 counts of attempted murder, and 48 counts of aggravated battery. The incident is one of the two deadliest mass shootings in Illinois history, the other being the 1993 Browns Chicken Massacre, which also resulted in the death of 7 people. The shooting began at 10:14 a.m. Central in downtown Highland Park, with the shooter firing a rifle from the rooftop of the Ross Cosmetics building, a local store on the northwest corner of Central Ave and 2nd Street. The gunman had gained access to the elevated position by using an unsecured ladder attached to the building. The shooter used a Smith & Wesson semi-automatic rifle with 3 30-round magazines. A total of 83 shots were fired. Victims included spectators and some of those marching in the parade. At least one parade attendee provided medical treatment to those injured before first responders arrived. Footage shot by Chicago Sun-Times reporter Lynn Sweet, a spectator of the parade, shows a participating klezmer band on a float continuing to play as gunfire began, and many attendees running while screaming. Additional photos of the scene were captured by attendees and posted to social media. Over 100 law enforcement officers from multiple agencies responded to the shooting. The shooter ceased firing as law enforcement officers approached the building, causing the shooter to flee the scene and evade immediate capture. During his escape, the rifle Crimo used fell from his bag and was recovered by police within minutes. He then drove to the Madison, Wisconsin area with a semi-automatic rifle in his car. He considered attacking another Independence Day celebration in Madison, but decided against it. 7 people were killed and 48 others were injured by either bullets or shrapnel during the attack. 5 of the victims, all adults, died at the scene and 2 died at the hospital. Mexican authorities have said 2 men killed at the parade were natives of the country. One of these was a 78-year-old Mexican grandfather who was visiting family in the area, and another was a 69-year-old man. 2 Jewish victims that were killed were a 63-year-old woman and an 88-year-old grandfather. Another was a 64-year-old mother of 2. Of the others that were killed, 2 victims were a married couple in their 30s who attended the parade with their 2-year-old son, who survived and was found wandering unoccupied. The shooting victims ranged in age from 8 to 88 years old. Highland Park Hospital reported that they were treating 26 people after the shooting, 25 being gunshot wounds, with 5 later transported to the Evanston Hospital. So very, very tragic shooting on the 4th of July last year. Let's talk about something more positive now, and let's welcome WWE fan Alex Cardinale to the show. And WWE fan Alex Cardinale is going to recap WWE Money in the Bank from last night. And we've got a comment from one of our wrestling fans here. And Motor Torque Wrestling says, I've always said Solo Sikoa would turn on Roman Reigns, but end of the day, I see Jinder Mahal's team joining Roman Empire. Some say Jacob Fatu will debut soon on the main roster. He is a top free agent right now. That is very possible. I definitely think that he could potentially debut on the main roster. Here are the results from last night's Money in the Bank event. Damian Priest is the new Mr. Money in the Bank because Damian Priest won the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Gunther defeated Riddle. Liv and Raquel defeated Ronda and Shayna. Cody Rhodes defeated Dominic Mysterio. Io Sky is the new Miss Money in the Bank as Io Sky won the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Seth Rollins defeated Finn Balor, and a surprise, the Usos defeated Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa in the main event. So the Usos won the Civil War. It was very cool to see Roman Reigns suffer his first pinfall loss in over 3 years. So that means that he could lose his championship anytime now. That is awesome, in my opinion. So we've got Damian Priest, the Money in the Bank holder, Io Sky, the Money in the Bank holder. Shayna Baszler turned on Ronda Rousey last night. But why? Why did Shayna Baszler turn on Ronda? We'll find out in the coming weeks. Cody Rhodes defeated Dominic, which is awesome. John Cena returned last night and announced that WrestleMania will be coming to London eventually. He was interrupted by Grayson Waller. I'm becoming more and more a fan of Grayson Waller every day. I think he does a lot of great things. I like his entrance music. Really cool guy. And also Drew McIntyre returned last night to confront Gunther. And I could see a McIntyre-Gunther match at SummerSlam. Last night, Money in the Bank was not just awesome, it was fucking awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and give Money in the Bank an A+ because they did a great job with Money in the Bank. All right, let's go ahead and go over the questions that I am asking you. And if you didn't get a chance to answer them, you can still answer them in the comments.
Happy 4th of July weekend, everyone! American Alex Cardinale has some questions he'd like for you to answer. Simply post your answers in the comments below, and I'll go over your answers later. Here are the questions. Q1. What do you do to celebrate 4th of July? Q2. Are you going to see fireworks? Q3. What are you doing for the 4th of July this year?
So how I celebrate 4th of July, I have a barbecue and I spend time with family and I go see fireworks. Am I going to see fireworks this year? Hell yes. And I've already discussed what I'm doing for the 4th of July at the beginning of the show. So you can post your answers to those questions in the comments and I'll respond to them later on. All right, it's time for a Saturday Live staple, even though today is Sunday. It's time for This Sunday in History. All right. So today is Sunday, July 2nd, the 183rd day of 2023. There are 182 days left in the year. Today's highlight in history. On July 2nd, 1937, aviator Amelia Earhart and navigator Fred Noonan disappeared over the Pacific Ocean while attempting to make the first round-the-world flight along the equator. On this date, in 1776, the Continental Congress passed a resolution saying that these United Colonies are and of right ought to be free and independent states. In 1881, President James A. Garfield was shot by Charles Giteau at the Washington Railroad Station. Garfield died the following September. Giteau was hanged in June of 1882. In 1917, rioting erupted in East St. Louis, Illinois, as white mobs attacked black residents. Nearly 50 people, most of them black, are believed to have died in the violence. On this day in 1964, President Lyndon B. Johnson signed into law a sweeping civil rights bill passed by Congress. In 1976, the U.S. Supreme Court in Gregg versus Georgia ruled 7-2 that the death penalty was not inherently cruel or unusual. 10 years ago today, in 2013, the Obama administration unexpectedly announced a one-year delay until after the 2014 elections in a central requirement of the health care law that medium and large companies provide mother's birthday. She passed away a number of years ago. She would have been 101 years old today. So happy birthday to my late great grandmother. So I hope everyone's celebrating a birthday this past week, today, or this upcoming week has a happy and healthy birthday and a safe year ahead. All right. Well, after this Sunday in history, it's time to learn about our horoscope reading. All right, so here we go. Here is this week's horoscope sign readings. Leo, if you are thinking about what is cooking in the kitchen today, then probably it is good for you to do that. Your stars assure a gastronomical delight for you today. Take care of your health and maintain hygiene. The misunderstanding with your friend will be resolved today. You can receive money from unexpected sources. Aries, today you will volunteer to maintain harmonious environments, both at home and at the workplace. It'll be an exciting experience and will amplify your motivation to work for peace. However, do not reveal any private information to anyone and be prepared to digest the bitter truth in case you have to learn it. Libra, you have been planning something major for the past few days. Today, you'll begin to realize exactly what you have taken on, and this may exercise an intimidating effect on you. But going back is not an option. You will have to take the next steps with confidence, and you will soon see that though the task has turned out to be more difficult than you thought, it is by no means impossible. Pisces, discipline is the key to your good health today. While you are not eating junk foods and are exercising, you are not doing them in a timely or orderly manner. As a result, you are not getting the level of benefit that you should have got. So you will have to set up a routine of eating and exercising in order to get the highest benefit. And finally, Cancer. You will feel confident about broadening your horizons, even though your family may feel disgusting about it. Commit yourself to what you want to do. Do not work under the cover. Bring into light whatever you have been doing. You may find new attachments rushing into your life in the form of friendship. And that is this week's horoscope sign readings. Don't forget, you can get horoscope sign readings any day of the week on Google. All right. It's time for Aqua Alex's final appearance tonight, and he's going to go over the bullhead catfish. But first, let's see a video of a bullhead catfish in an aquarium. Now, I'm going to be getting some bullhead catfish from my friend Daryl, and I cannot wait. All right, so here is some information on the bullhead catfish. Bullheads are natively distributed east of the North American continental divide from their westernmost point in central Montana, south to Texas, in streams of the Gulf of Mexico and Atlantic coast, north to New Brunswick and Quebec, Ontario, Manitoba, and Saskatchewan. Bullheads live in a variety of habitats, including brackish and or low oxygen ponds, rivers, and lakes, although they are seldom stocked intentionally. They are bottom feeders and eat virtually anything edible, including dead fish, insects, other fish, grain, fruit, crayfish, and more. Because of their limited use as for sport, they are usually caught while trying to catch other fish, and few anglers pursue them specifically. And that is the gorgeous bullhead catfish, our final fish of the weekend. Well, we are in July, and that means my 30th birthday is coming. Hey everyone, it's your host, American Alex Cardinale, a.k.a. legendary Alex Cardinale, a.k.a. Aqua Alex, a.k.a. Chef Alex, a.k.a. best fucking night of my life, and wherever it takes me, I'm down for the ride, baby, don't you know I'm good, so many personas, all one person. This year, I will be turning 30 years old. I can't wait to open a whole new chapter of my life, as I will have now been alive for 3 decades. My 20s will go down in history as being the time I created my podcast and my YouTube channel. I can't wait to see how successful my YouTube channel becomes over the next 10 years. I look forward to seeing what will happen in my 30s. Maybe I'll have a great career or my own business. You never know. Anyway, I'm inviting you, yes you, to be part of my 30th birthday. Live, Tuesday, August 15th, 2023. I'll be hosting my I'll be hosting my birthday celebration. It's going to be a fun show. There will be appearances from Aqua Alex and Chef Alex. Aqua Alex will be getting new fish this birthday. It's a species of fish I've never kept before, and I'm excited to unbox them and show them to you. I wonder what species. Chef Alex will, for the first time ever, be doing restaurant reviews, and maybe, just maybe, he will bake his favorite cake or dessert. On top of that, I'll sing my favorite song. I'll also recap my 20s, discuss what I look forward to in my 30s, and plenty more. There will be plenty of surprises, including possibly a trip to a casino or something like that. It all goes down live on my birthday, live Tuesday, August 15th, 2023, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on my YouTube channel, American Alex Cardinale. See you then. That is going to be awesome, just like tonight's show was, and just like next week's episode of Saturday Live. Next Saturday, we're back on Saturdays, and next Saturday's episode returns to its normal airtime, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, Saturday, July 8th, 2023. Next Saturday, hide your cupcakes, because our special guest is a cupcake predator. He is also a famous YouTuber, but he is now banned on YouTube. My special guest next week is the cupcake predator EDP445. Find out why he likes cupcakes and 13-year-olds. Chef Alex is going to show you how to make chicken marsala next Saturday. The fish of the weekend next Saturday is going to be the clown loach. I'm going to recap the first half of the Major League Baseball season and preview the All-Star game. Sergeant Slaughter will share facts on Snickers. Trolling with Alex Cardinale, who's going to get pranked next week. And, of course, Karen's and funny videos. So get ready for a great episode next Saturday, July 8th, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific, here on YouTube channel American Alex Cardinale. Now it is time for our main event, 9 funny videos.
Fucking accuser! Accuser of the fucking brethren, you motherfucker! You can lock me up in a fucking prison! Life without fucking parole! And I'll be better off! Fucking accuser! Accuser!
So this first funny video is 4th of July related. Check.
My friends ended my life by putting a firework up my asshole. Hi everybody, it's Joseph Dome wanting to shed light on something that recently happened. If you know me, I'm a person known for my adventurous spirit, but I sadly met my demise during a gathering with my friends. What started as a lighthearted barbecue turned fatal when fireworks were introduced as a form of amusement. Me, always being up for a challenge, accepted the dare to place a firework in a risky location called my asshole. To my horror, the resulting explosion caused me to be opened up wide, irreversibly wide, despite what I had expected. Even with immediate medical assistance, the injuries proved too severe. After enduring significant suffering, I succumbed to my injuries a few days later. This tragic incident serves as a stark reminder of the importance of caution and prudence when engaging in potentially dangerous activities, and the need to choose trustworthy companions.
Guys and gals, please don't blow fireworks up your ass.
Hey, are you a big fat bastard who loves eating at Outback Steakhouse but thinks the portions are too small? Well, good news, fat ass, because now there's the Outback Steakhouse Extreme. We don't have a bloomin' onion, we have a bloomin' pumpkin. You know what else we got? Elephant steaks, 50-pound elephant steaks. And why don't you wash it down with 40 ounces of malt liquor and ranch dressing, you fat fuck? Outback Steakhouse Extreme. Punish your toilet.
I had a boy about the same age as me turn to me and say, "Ew, what happened to your face?" And I looked him dead in the eye and I said, "Giggity, giggity, giggity,
giggity." This next video is me, except with
You did a real good job on your picture.
coffee.
Please.
I'd like some more too, please. Sure.
She spilled my coffee.
I'm sorry, sir.
You fucking bitch.
I'll bring a little coffee.
How do you like this?
Irritable? Try Espresso Snickers.
Remember, you're not you when you're hungry.
We cannot get reelect. We cannot win this reelection. Excuse me. We can only reelect Donald Trump.
Mr. Trump?
Humble.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Are you excited?
I'm looking forward to this, man.
What do you want to do?
Show me something. Come here, man.
So I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Come on, man.
What's your plan here?
Look, this is not. But
You knew she was 13.
No, I didn't.
Well, I've got the transcript right here.
So this is funny. You know, I get all this information about.
Instead of taking responsibility, he tries.
That's funny.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
And here is the pitch, and oh my goodness, right off his fucking cock, right off his balls, all at once. As the umpire slowly goes down and drops those hips like he's dropping them into some 19-year-old virgin. Crack myself up every time, Peter. Anyways, past the maker's mark, this might be a minute. Well, before his ball sack was owl pellets, and now they're about to turn into fucking watermelons. Give it about an hour. We've all had it done to us, boys. You remember those tippies we used to give in high school? We stick our hand and just fucking slap people's dicks and act like it wasn't gay and run away and laugh about it.
Funny. And now our final funny.
So my parents are very angry with me today, so I wrote a poem to cheer them up. Okay, here we go. Adam, look today. This creature that I see, he lacks hair, he lacks height. He's built like a bowling ball, his clothes are too tight. I've got bars! Not chocolate ones, sorry to break it, you fatter.
Adam.
And then there's this beast. She's loud with her roar. She might be my mother, but she looks like a
I look like a wash. I look like a wash.
A wholesome human being.
You should have said whore, Adam. Fuck you, Cahill.
He sounds like Finn Balor. That's funny. All right. Well, I want to thank you so much for being a part of the inaugural 4th of July weekend, Sunday Live with American Alex Cardinale. I hope you enjoyed this American Sunday Live, and I hope you all have a great 4th of July barbecue and 4th of July holiday. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like this video and share it if you enjoyed it. For all other Saturday Lives, just go to my playlist, Saturday Live with American Alex Cardinale, and you can see all 51 episodes of this great show. So, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great 4th of July. Tipping my hat to you. Happy 4th of July, Americans, and I will see you next Saturday at 10 p.m. Happy 4th of July, and God bless the USA. Good night, everybody. Happy 4th of July.
Ted Hart. Stand at attention. Listen up, maggots.
Okay, at ease. 4th of July is right around the corner, and that means it's time to celebrate America and, more importantly, our freedoms. I cannot wait to celebrate the 4th of July with all of you. I welcome you all to come join the inaugural 4th of July Bash live Monday, July 3rd, 2023 at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. The 4th of July Bash will be hosted by me, Sergeant Alex Cardinale, and my special friend, the pretty Lady Liberty, who will be my co-host.
That's right. I'm going to co-host the 4th of July Bash. I am a bald eagle, a true symbol of the strength of America and the independence we all have. On the 4th of July Bash, Sergeant Alex Cardinale and I will discuss the history of the United States, bald eagles, the American bird and American symbol, and much more.
On top of that, there will be appearances from Aqua Alex and Chef Alex Cardinale. Aqua Alex will be discussing freshwater fish species that are native to the United States of America. Chef Alex will be discussing American foods and giving out a few recipes that you can try this 4th of July. It's a win-win for you, the viewers, so don't miss out. If you do not watch the show, Lady Liberty is going to find you and peck at your balls, and I'm going to put you in the Cobra Clutch.
There will also be a few surprise topics, including why America is the greatest country today. So, mark your calendars. Monday, July 3rd, 2023, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. It's the 4th of July Bash with Sergeant Alex Cardinale and Lady Liberty on YouTube channel American Alex Cardinale.
Now over the that's all, folks.